Hey guys, Rumblysuperset here, back again with another gameplay analysis, this time of Support Phinn, along with a couple of my guildmates. It was Bladeheart and Parkour Daikiri. It's going to be Glaive and myself as Phinn in jungle, Vox in lane. Alright, so I did see a tweet, I don't know, maybe a week ago about how Phinn isn't meant for high elo. This is a high elo match. We are, all SA, POA. So therefore, it is high elo. So I want to show you guys that he is really meant for high elo, regardless of what people say. I think it's just that they don't have the proper grasp around how Phinn is supposed to work, and therefore they made these accusations saying that Phinn wasn't meant for this current meta. But let's go ahead and just kind of talk about what we're doing here. First of all, what we're doing is we are going through our rotation. I'm just using my Quibble to just do a bunch of damage, get the minions down as fast as possible, and then we're going to go ahead and just maintain our rotation. The first item I get is an Iron Guard, a potion, and a flare. The reason why is, as we know, we want to go ahead and try to get to the center shop as fast as possible. Do the flare so that you can go ahead and predict if they're going to gank or not in early game, especially against this guy, especially against a Kashka or a Taka. They're early aggressors, and therefore you want to go ahead and try to flare that brush before they get there, possibly. So you can see here, we do some combos here throughout the match. Glaive goes in with an afterburn, I go in with a Quibble right after to follow up, and we just eliminate the lane like nothing. The Quibble does so much damage, especially after the boost. During one of the updates they boosted damage, and now it's just like a phenomenal amount of damage. I'm loving it. Even though I'm not support main, Phinn is really fun to play because he does do a lot of damage with that Quibble. He has a lot of utility for his team, not only for the peel, the physical peel, as in the pull away from your teammates, the stun, as well as the armor and shield and health buff that he gets from his Polite Company. It's amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and keep clearing our farm. Same rotation. Every now and again, if we see our laner being pushed, because Saw is as well an early aggressor in a sense, because all he does is he pushes objectives, he pushes turrets. So we want to go ahead and maintain presence in lane, because we know that Vox being short range and Saw being long range, he's gonna have a hard time until he can build up some items. So we need to make sure that we can stay on top of things. So we see he is getting ganked, so we're gonna come up. I'm gonna go ahead. I try to boots in there just in case. I didn't know if they're gonna be like fully committed to the dive, so I was gonna go ahead and just try to get there. Glaive didn't get the afterburn to punt the direction I wanted, unfortunately. Just a little bit shy, so we weren't able to do the combo. I see he's doing suppressive fire, so I was like, you know what? I'll just do a quibble. I'll just do a Quibble real quick, do some damage. I can take the turret shot, I don't care. But yeah, so, and then I go ahead and place a scout trap in his brush, because you never know if they'll come through and actually try to gank through our side, or just try to remain in that brush. And if we can go ahead and keep vision, that would be phenomenal. He did get ganked in lane and die. That was unfortunate. We can't be in lane all the time. People need to play it safe, unfortunately. And even sometimes when you are, it doesn't always turn out the way you want it to. Which was probably in a situation, he was probably playing it safe, but they dived him and were able to kill him. But in those situations, you kind of just gotta help your teammate out as much as you can. Help him get back on his feet. We clear lane just because we don't want Turret to take damage from Saw, and then we go ahead and leave. So now again, we're just gonna take the farm. Vox is back in lane, so we're good, so we can go ahead and rotate again. Again, I'm just using Quibble on these minions. I do mess up a couple times. I don't really use Phinn a lot. So there were a couple times later on where I used Quibble on those two big minions, and I only hit one. And then Bladeheart's like, you can go ahead and try to hit both. I was like, I know, but my bad. So the first item I'm getting is the Fountain of Renewal. The reason why is because I feel like he already has a substantial amount of health. So therefore, I'm just going to go ahead and get a renewal for my team. I think it's a good item. We don't really need the Crucible. They have a Saw, they have a Sky, and I forgot what other hero they have on their team. But we don't have as much to worry about in terms of other comps. Say like a triple stun comp would be really nasty. Like you might want to get a Crucible for that. But it's not that case. So we're just going to get the renewal for now. After the renewal, I prioritize tier 2 boots because Phinn is slow. He is very slow, the slowest hero in the game, and that's why I got the boots early, and that's why I'm going to get tier 2 boots right after renewal. That way I can stick with my team and not fall behind in dire moments where they really need me. The really big turning point, there's 2 turning points for Phinn. When he gets his level 6, and when his A turns into a stun. Those are phenomenal. Here's another combo right here. I just barely get him right there. Actually, I almost messed up, but we did manage to do the combo just with a little bit of difficulty. So now at this point, we're going to go ahead and push gold mine, but then we see that Vox is there, so now I'm going to go ahead and just try to maintain presence here and try to keep my team alive, using the polite company to absorb some damage for Vox. And now we're going to go ahead and take the gold mine. I am going to get hurt quite a bit, so now I'm going to try to back off and let Bladeheart, or potentially Vox, preferably Bladeheart, to take the damage for me because I don't want to die. But yeah, so now I do die right here though. Skye comes in. We thought she was going to take our backs, but I don't think she did. I think she took our regen and maybe the front minions, and then went ahead and tried to engage on a 1v3, took out me, and the other 2 took him out, which was fine. I felt like that was okay. So now she's behind, and she's gonna be behind a farm again, because here's one thing. I was just like, what is he doing? Salva is like literally in range, and Parkour was like not playing safe, unfortunately. I don't know what he's thinking. It happens to the best of us, you know, and then saw suppress some fires on the turret. But yeah, I did see that little minion attacking Bladeheart too. I was a little bit worried, so I tried to use my polite company. It wasn't in time, but luckily he didn't die from the minion regardless, so now we're going back to rotation. Vox to go back to lane. I'm going to actually head up to lane because I see there's a lot of pressure. I told Bladeheart, hey, go ahead and farm up. I'm going to go ahead and help our Parkour here because I want to make sure that he's safe and he doesn't keep dying. I need to maintain presence in lane for a little bit because of the fact that they are aggressive in lane, and therefore we need to go ahead and counter that in some fashion. They do back out, and I think, yeah, they're coming back in now, though. I tried to use my Quibble to predict the movement of Vox, but I failed. Parkour, he's an amazing player, but in this particular match, I felt like there was a lot of situations where he could have played a little bit safer. And granted, there's probably some situations where I could have been myself. It's just, you know, it's just a learning experience. Even if you play bad at games, don't think it was a waste of time. You're practicing a hero, you're practicing tactics, and you can see mistakes when you do them, and you can learn from them. So a loss is always a plus in my book. Even though it can be stressful at times, a loss is always beneficial because you can learn from it. I see Skye come in, so I do a Quibble to do some damage. Vox is going in there. I'm going to go ahead and try to just kind of peel for these guys. And then I'm going to go and do my pull. And we actually pick both of them up. This is why level 6 is such a turning point, because of the repositioning of enemy heroes to the pull is brutal for the enemy. Because they think they're safe, they think they can kite, but then when Phinn gets there and pulls, all hell breaks loose because your team just goes crazy. Like, oh, let's dive on him now. Phinn pulled him in. Now we can do a bunch of burst damage, and a lot of times the enemy team can't handle it. Saw is doing a very, very poop type of strategy. He just goes in, goes for turret, doesn't care if he dies as long as he can take out turrets. But fortunately, our team is doing really well, although I missed my Quibble. Didn't really predict his movements right. I thought he was going to do a rotor run, so I was trying to predict that, but I was completely wrong in what he was doing. Again, Saw is doing this whole poop strat where he doesn't care where he dies, he just keeps pushing turret. So because of that, we know that, and so I try to maintain presence in lane because of it. And a lot of times as a support, you want to know, okay, what heroes are they playing? If they're playing these heroes, what kind of gameplay are they going for? Are they going for early aggression? Are they going for objective type of gameplay? With Saw, you can pretty much guarantee, for the most part, I want to say 100%, but like 99% sure he's an objective-based Saw. He just pushes turret. Here's another one of those pulls. I go ahead and do my Quibble on Skye. Skye is down in an instant. Vox is left. I don't know if we do pick him up, but oh, actually, I think I do try to use a Quibble, but it wasn't enough. I think he did. Yeah, he kept doing the Sonic Zoom. So now I'm gonna back off and go for Saw because Saw is out of position again. Every time. And then Glaive goes and picks it up. I would have used Quibble, but I saw Glaive coming. Bladeheart was saying, hey, I'm on my way. And I was like, alright, cool. I'll just conserve my energy. Every time we push, too, we want to make sure that we can grab their minions. So we see them and we grab them. It's a waste of time if you don't get it. You really want to take farm when you can. because that only makes your situation better. When you clear lane, you get an ace or whatever, don't just go back to your jungle. Go to their jungle if you can safely do so, saying if you ace the team or you got the majority of their heroes killed and say maybe their teammate is low. You can know pretty much you can go into the jungle, take farm, and then go back to your jungle. You want to go ahead and try to harass them not only physically, but also through their resources as in gold. Here's another pull. Again, they think they're safe. I do the pull, he does the afterburn, and the combo, and he's dead. Phinn and Glaive, or just Phinn with any other hero with another stun is just crazy fun because you can combo like crazy. Especially since Finn's Quibble is always up. I'm hoping to get the names right here. I'm pretty sure Quibble is the stun, and then Plight Company is the B. But yeah, it's just amazingly fun. Especially with Glaive because he can reposition himself. So he goes ahead and afterburns, and then here we go. The ult does affect Glaive, which is unfortunate, so I use my renewal to keep him alive. And he does pick up Sky with the resonance, which is amazing. It's awesome. They're definitely hurting. Their early aggression type of comp is not working. Saw should have backed out. I don't know why he didn't. This is really starting to look a lot in our favor. Vox again is in a position he shouldn't be and he gets dead. Another thing too is if you're pushing, don't be afraid to take turret shots if you're the tank. If they're like nowhere in the vicinity, take the turret shots and burn it down if you feel like your team can do so. If you feel like your team's a little bit underpowered and can't do it quickly enough where you'll just hurt yourself more than be beneficial to your team, then don't do it. But in this position, we're already kind of late in the game. We do a lot of damage. I have a lot of health. We can take the turret shots and take down the turrets. And that just means 300 more gold for each person, which was worth it. We can just pop a potion, which is 25 gold, and get some of that health back. Or for me, I have a renewal, so I have the life spring built in, and I can get health through that means. I'm gonna drink some coffee here. At this point, I don't have a contraption, but I do want to get some vision in. So I grabbed some scout traps. I grabbed the saw to pull them away from the turret because I knew that if I didn't, there's potential that turret's going down. So I just went straight for saw to stop him from suppressing fire. And then Sky just followed suit. I think this is getting pretty close to game. I'm pretty sure. Again, guys, the pull is phenomenal for team fights. Following up with like potentially a polite company to buff your team and also bring the enemy closer, and then finally with a Quibble is the optimal combo. But a lot of times you can pull and stun if they're not trying to get away, which you can use that combo too, especially if you have another teammate that can really reposition and put things in line for you to use your Quibble, like Glaive. But yeah, and here we go, another pull on Saw and a stun. And then followed up with a bunch of damage from my teammates. My teammates are phenomenal in this match. And then we go ahead and just finish off, push the turrets. And yeah, so this is why Phinn is so strong. Granted, this is a casual match, so this isn't a guarantee that these guys are actually SA or higher. We have a POA and then 2 high SAs in our team, so we would assume that they are, but unfortunately, we all know how the system works with matchmaking. But this same concept goes along with high elo as well. This is how it's played. This is what our comp is when we play ranked until we started changing it. Was Phinn, Cruel, and Ringo. And the Phinn was just phenomenal for our team. It's really situational, just like any other hero. But don't think that Phinn is weak in any means. He's definitely strong. He just has his uses in his own ways. Thanks for guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later!